Greetings and welcome to today's course, Anil and Data-Driven Instruction for Bilingual Learners. Our goal today is to be able to describe and apply the data-driven instruction, or DDI process, to analyze Anil's student data and create instructional action plans. Please make sure to have access to school PACE because part of today's professional learning opportunity will center around finding and using your students' Anil data to create an instructional action plan. As part of the district's education bargain with students and parents, this professional learning opportunity will focus on providing students a rigorous early elementary education and on servicing our neediest children and families. Today's discussion will center around two student success plan focus areas and objectives. Under academic achievement, create an assessment system to inform instruction, and under organizational effectiveness, foster a culture of data-driven decision-making. This is the Multilingual Education House. As you see, its foundation are the NYSET Commissioner Regulations Parts 151 and 154, as well as the Blueprint for English Language Learners' Success. The district's education bargain with students and parents and the Student Academic Achievement Success Plan are also part of the foundation. Today's discussion will be anchored on improving academic achievement for all English and multilingual learners and on providing professional development opportunities to all stakeholders. These objectives will lead to our goal of providing all multilingual learners with ample educational opportunities to succeed in college and career upon high school graduation. After completing this course, you will be able to, number one, describe and apply the DDI short circle process to your own set of Anil data. Number two, make observations and inferences from a data set and be able to explain how observing differs from inferencing. And number three, create an instructional action plan based on your students' data. Our agenda for this course includes, first, an introduction to the DDI short cycle, followed by the application of the short cycle with some examples. Then you will be looking at your own Anil data to create a partial action plan based on your students' Anil data. You will use the district's DDI form for this task. This form is located in the Courses Resource folder. Before we begin our learning journey, check that you have access to, first, the link to the DDI short cycle form, which is located in the Courses Resource folder in Schoology. Please download the form to your computer. Second, also check that you have access to your school PACE account. You will be using both resources later on. Please note that this course focuses on data-driven instruction, which directly aligns to the NYSET Rubric 25A for Teacher Annual Professional Performance Review, or APPR, used across New York State and the Buffalo Public School District. The NYSET Teacher Practice Rubric represents the state's teaching standards and indicators for success. Element 25A of the rubric points to the teacher's ability to make instructional decisions based on multiple data sources and to design instruction by connecting new knowledge with the student's prior knowledge and experiences. Keep in mind that many of the ideas presented in this course are adapted from Unleashing the Power of Collaborative Inquiry, the Data Coach's Guide to Improving Learning for All Students. This book was authored by Nancy Love, Catherine Stiles, Susan Mundry, and Catherine Durana. Take a quick look at this deceitfully simple illustration. Data is often debatable because, like beauty, it is in the eye of the beholder. We often perceive data differently from others based on our own experiences and viewpoints. In reality, we are oftentimes so immersed in our own experiences and points of view that we ignore those of others around us. In fact, Chris Argyris and Peter Senge explain how our background knowledge often skews our outlook and actions. Please take a few minutes to study this slide to become familiar with the ways our own experiences may impact how we see, interpret, and act on a set of data. It is important for us to understand and root out our biases in order to better observe and interpret data. Now, take a minute to think about the types of data you use in your classroom or school to make instructional decisions and write them into the share board.